Have you ever looked at someone who barely passed high school and thought, how the heck are they driving a Tesla while I'm stuck here, overthinking my lunch order? Yeah, welcome to the real world, where being smart doesn't always equal success, and sometimes the so-called dumb ones, they're winning. Big. This isn't a roast of intelligent people. It's not about IQ versus EQ, or whether you can solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. This is about a sneaky truth that school never, ever taught you. Smart people fail, not because they aren't capable, but because they're trapped by their own intelligence. And the so-called dumb ones? They succeed because they don't know what they can't do. So they just go out and do it. Let's start with the first trap. Paralysis by analysis. Smart people tend to overthink everything. They want the perfect plan, the perfect timing, the perfect conditions. And by the time they've crafted a 37-tab spreadsheet to launch their podcast, Chad has already uploaded 12 episodes from his garage. And guess what? He's got sponsors. Execution beats intellect every single time. Tenemak. Because while smart folks are busy making version 2.0 of a plan they never launched, others are out there learning from their messy, imperfect action. Here's another fun trait. Smart people hate looking dumb. They're used to being right. They were top of the class. So, what happens when they enter a new field, say, starting a business or making YouTube videos, and suddenly, they're not the expert anymore? They freeze. They delay. They say, maybe I'm not ready yet. But the dumb ones? They don't care how they look. They fail in public. They learn fast. They build resilience, while the smart ones stay stuck in theory land. When you're labeled as smart your whole life, it becomes part of your identity. You're not allowed to fail. You're expected to succeed. So ironically, smart people avoid taking risks where they might fail, because failure would challenge that identity. But here's the twist. Success is literally built on failure. Ask any millionaire, athlete, or successful creator. They've all eaten dirt more times than they can count. So why do dumb people succeed? Because they take action. They don't sit around calculating ROI before every step. They follow their gut. They build. They hustle. They launch messy. They iterate publicly. And you know what? Action teaches faster than analysis. You can read 100 books on swimming, but until you get in the pool, you're still dry and clueless. Let's talk real world. Richard Branson? Dyslexic? Dropped out of school? Billionaire? Gary Vee? Bad grades? Business beast? Thomas Edison? Called too stupid to learn? Gave us light. Literally. They didn't succeed despite being dumb. They succeeded because they weren't afraid of failing out loud. All right, brainiacs, don't panic. If you're smart, and I know you are, you can still win. Here's how to get out of your own way. 1. Take imperfect action. Start before you're ready. Sainta does launch before you're qualified. 2. Embrace looking dumb cringe is growth. If you're not embarrassed by your first attempt, you waited too long. 3. Redefine failure. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the stairway to success. 4. Prioritize execution over planning. Make decisions fast. Test small. Iterate in real time. 5. Surround yourself with doers. Hang out with people who ship things, not just talk about them. Being smart is a gift, but it can also be a cage, if you let it. So the next time you see someone you think is less talented, less intelligent, or less experienced than you, remember this. They might just succeed because they're brave enough to try. And if you're ready to stop overthinking and start winning, hit that subscribe button. We've got way more eye-opening truths, tips, and motivation to get you from stuck to unstoppable.